Hello, welcome back to Hangar 51. All right, so it's Monday night, not my normal night, but we're gonna do this anyway. Gonna test out my internet connection again, make sure we're good, and get this unboxing done since it didn't go well last night. So, all right. So there's one like already, and there's nobody in the room. I love it. George Watts, what's up? How you doing? So I tripped over my cord last night, ripped the cable out of my laptop, and it broke one of the little internet Ethernet pins. So I now I'm on wireless because that's the only way I can run this computer. I tried to fix the pin. I'm going to continue to try to fix it, but for now, we're gonna run it through the. I've got a router sitting right here on the table, and that's hooked directly to the modem. So the internet connection, the wireless, is literally only having to travel inches. So we should be good. I'm not going to lose any signal here. You know, it only has to travel a couple inches. So we should be good. We're going to test it anyway to see if it's good. So we'll see how it goes. Okay. So all right. So we're gonna use this camera. I think is going to be the best camera for this. We're already getting a frame rate problem. Where the hell do I change that? Let me see if I can fix that. You know what? No, I'm not gonna fix it. We'll leave it alone. It'll probably be all right. That camera looks slightly pointed, I think, this way. No, actually, it looks like it's pointed more that way. All right, then we're gonna leave it alone. I'm not gonna even move that. It looks pretty level. Close enough for government work. All right. Mike Bird, what's up? Good to see you, man. Oh, Fred's live. Oh, shit, I forgot about Fred's flying tonight. Oh, crap. Damn it. I forgot all about that. Shit. What the hell time is it? 9:30. Shit. Well, crap. John Graham, what's up? Good to see you, man. Yeah, I know. I don't want the guys that do have it to. Let's just hang tight for a second. Let me go chat with Fred and see what we've got here. I don't want to. I definitely don't want to screw him up, and I don't want to make people mad that are that want to be here. You know. So let me just give Fred a message here. And we'll see what we can do here. EQ, they're talking about you over there. About installing the Bombay in the B1. That's funny. So Fred hasn't noticed me yet, or maybe he has, but he's talking instead of. Hang on, let me. Let me turn the...
I've got some guys in here. I don't want to shut this down on them right now, but... Hey, George. Hello, welcome. Kenny just popped in. Kenny's going live too, I think. Or is live. Did you get your dongle yet, George? I know that's a personal question, but... It was the Gregster line. No, go for it, Kenny. If you would have said something, I would have not gone live and got you guys in here now. But yeah, go for it. I was telling you guys, I don't know if anybody has any experience. I might try to, you guys want to set up and do some challenges. I've never messed with them until a little bit ago before I went on live and jumped in the shower. I pulled and tried a couple of them, and oh man, it's pretty funny. Go for it, Kenny. You guys in here want to fly, can fly, and the rest of them will jump over your channel. I might jump over there a little bit too.
All right, guys. So we're cool with Fred, and I'm probably going to come back to go flying with Fred after we do this unboxing. So let's do that. We'll do the unboxing, and then I'll go flying. I forgot. I keep forgetting Fred does that on Monday nights. Keep forgetting about that. Don't touch the button to release the nukes over Russia. Yeah. Good advice, John. Yeah, no, I'm not touching anything. Not touching anything. I'm not going to screw with it, you know. And I should be okay to get this done. I don't even have to walk around over there to, so I won't trip over any more cables, and we should be good. So, let's. All right, so let's get to this. So Mike Bird's here, John's here. Who else is here? Greg Beaven, what's up, Craig? How you doing, man? Who else? Am I missing anybody else besides EQ and George Watts and Eric? And I think that's everybody for now. Okay, all right. So let's just do this. Get it over with so I have it documented that I unboxed it in case there's anything wrong with it. And then I can get to building it because I am kind of in a hurry to build it. So, all right. So let me move my keyboard out of the way. We'll put it over here. It should be safe over there. All right. And, all right. So we're going to use the table and the chair. I think this is going to work. We had one little damn. I think there's only one mark on the box. I don't think it hurt anything, but we'll document it anyway. Yeah, the box looks good except for one dent. We'll just make a note of that. Oh, you know what? I do need the keyboard. All right, let me put this up on the table for a second here. Okay, and if I move this back over, I'll be able to see them and the chat, so that'll work. All right. Let's try that. Okay. All right, so yeah, we've got one. What's going on over here? That's better. Okay. Yeah, we got one dent here in the box. I don't think that's a problem, but just want to document it for Banana Hobbies in case we have an issue. All right, so this should be the top right here. And let me put part of it on the table. Okay, like that. That should be all right. And let's get this open. Let's see what we got. All right, so did any of you guys, Mike Bird's putting up something. What did you put up? Thank you, John. So did any of you guys watch Plane Savers a couple years ago when they restored that DC-3 that actually was a C-47 and it flew in Normandy? That whole storyline. Did you guys? Any of you guys watch that? All right, I've got a receipt here. Okay. Yeah, Mikey did it exactly, John. Okay, good. So I've been a big C-47 fan for a long time. I bought this really cool die cast. I've shown it before. I think you guys have seen it. And it was Shell Aviation oil is the livery on it. It's pretty cool. It's red and yellow mostly, and that's what I'm doing with that one. The one I showed you the other night, last night, the C-40 or the DC-3 that I'm repainting. That's the scheme I'm putting on it. But when he did this, when he did that, saved that Normandy C-47, man, I was all over that. That was so cool. So that's what inspired me to buy the C-47 or the DC-3, the other one, not this one. I wanted to get this one, but nobody had it. It was out of stock at Banana, and that was the last one that Hobby King had. I bought their very last. They carried the same brand under their name, but it was the same exact airplane, and it was the last one they had. They sold all the rest. This one was missing a decal sheet, and it was really cheap. It was under $200. They just wanted to get rid of it. So I bought it because I figured I'd either paint it, military, or I'd do my other scheme on it or whatever. I figured I'd do something with it. But I still wanted this one. And normally this plane's over $300. Right now it's on sale at Banana for $229, which is almost what I paid for that one. They're pretty cheap. It's a plug and play. It comes with servos and motors. Everything's in except the receiver. Just put a receiver in. There you go. All right, it's upside down for you guys, but I'm gonna flip it here so I can get the release out of the box. Gone fuzzy? Yeah, I know. The background's fuzzy because the lighting is. I'm blocking half the lighting because I'm standing in front of the lights. So, but you should be able to see the plane okay. I don't think what I'm doing is going to affect the unboxing portion, but yeah, my background's going to be fuzzy because I'm blocking all the light that makes the background show up. So, but I don't think that's going to affect what we're going to look at. So I'm looking at it. I'm keeping an eye on it, guys. So if it gets too crazy, we'll do something. Might have to move a light or something, but I think we're all right. All right, so let me get the box out of the way. I hope this isn't going to disrupt anything. Yeah, I just knocked the other plane over. Oh, God, I can't win for losing. All right. Okay, all right, so here we go. We'll flip it over here so it's right side up. Okay, all right, good. See if tilt makes any difference on the clarity. All right, so there's just a couple tapes to cut. Let me cut those. All right. Sure, there's gonna be more tapes inside to cut. All right, so we'll get it on the box. Got it on the table here, and let's get the lid off. Paul McNeil, what's up, Paul? How you doing, man? All right, so let me. Okay. All right. I think. Yeah, that should be all right. All right. So right off the bat, this has got that same wooden spar in it that the Yak 11 that I got from Hobby King. Okay, so this is probably made by the same people that made the Yak 11, which I believe is Taft Hobbies. So maybe Taft Hobbies is the one that made this plane, but there's that it's almost the exact same wooden spar for the wing that was in the Yak. I mean, it looks like the exact same spar. It's heavy plywood, you know. So right off the bat, I think that's what this is. So I think the real maker of this airplane is Taft Hobbies, I believe. It sure has the pedigree of it. So we'll see what anything else looks familiar. Get these tapes out of the way. Okay, got one more, and then we're done. We should be done with the knife. We should just be cutting, pulling the bags out. No, I'm gonna have to cut the bags open. We'll keep the knife handy. More than likely, I'll have to cut the bags open. Chucky, what's that say? Whiskers? Yes, Chuck, I can't believe it. I can't agree with you more. Listen, everybody today is so into, putting an airplane together with 4 screws and they're ready to fly it. And I'm an old school guy. I've been doing this for almost 50 years. So when I have to do a little modeling on an airplane, it doesn't bother me, especially for the prices that you're paying for some of this stuff. I'm more than willing to do a little modeling. So yeah, I haven't really had much problem with Banana either. But a lot of people just don't want to even try them. And I keep telling them, listen, give them a try. You know, you might be surprised. Especially now, they're doing a much better job now with the new, I guess, new owners. So, so yeah, give it a try. All right, so here's the elevator. It's already got the bureau number on it. That's cool. Now it's the military green on the top, gray on the bottom, and it's a foam hinge. Looks like it's got it does. It has two on each side, 4 total plastic hinges in there, embedded in the foam, plus the foam hinge. So that's pretty good. It's got a connector in the middle here. It's a hard plastic with a rod. So that should have no flex on that at all. That should be great. So that looks good. Let's see what else we got here. Here's the rudder. Vertical stabilizer. Let's take a look at that. Bureau number on it again, or a wing number. It's not the same number that's on the elevator, so. And there you go. It's got 2 capture screws on the bottom here that screw in from the bottom of the airplane. Same thing, foam rudder, foam hinge with I think 2 more hinges in it. So yeah, that's no damage on either piece so far. That looks really good. Everything's good. Yep, looks good. All right, let's get to the next thing is one of the wings. And God, I wish I could stop and read these chats. Let me see. Yeah, Chucky, the customer support's gotten a lot better. And I tell you, if you've got documentation video, they don't even question it. If you got, like right now, if I find something wrong with this airplane, they'll see this documented, and they will not even hesitate to fix it. They will fix it. They're very good about that. Now, if it's if you've got a video of it like the maiden flight, it crashes, and it looks like to them it was pilot error, probably not going to get that handled. But if it looks like it just had a problem or something fell off, they're probably going to fix it. I mean, I've had really good luck with the new company. With any kind of issues I've had, so I think they're doing a much better job. So Fred's in here now. Fred, you didn't shut down the flying, did you? You're still flying, right? Okay, so this looks good. The paint's pretty good. There's some, I don't know if this is paint, like saggy marks and paint maybe. It's not bad, but just a little. It actually looks authentic. I'll tell you, because the sheet metal on these planes was never smooth. I mean, it was always kind of wavy and stuff. And that's kind of what the effect is here. So it's not there's no damage, there's no impressions, none of that. But there is some kind of, I think it's just paint that got a little heavy and kind of gave it a wave. And it really looks pretty scale. So there's your retract. It's already retracted in there. Okay. And all the servos are mounted. There's two flap servos, split flaps. Okay, so they come out of the bottom here. And so you got 2 flaps and 1 aileron, 3 servos on each wing. Decals are already on it. Oh, they put the Jungle Gym decal on. I was hoping they wouldn't do that. Oh, well. All right. So, yeah, that all looks good. I don't see nothing wrong with it. Motor's already installed. It's got a dummy radial, plastic radial on the end of it there. look at that. Okay. I'm just going to set this one right here on the table so we can get the other one out. Here's your instruction manual. It's just pictures. The verbiage is terrible. I mean, it's in the past it's been mostly Chinglish, but it's not very explanatory. You just have to kind of look at the pictures and figure it out. Not the greatest instructions in the world, but you know, if you're a modeler, it's not you're not going to have a problem at all. If you're a 4-screw kind of guy, maybe you might have a little problem with it. Who else is here? Austin's here. Hey, how you doing, man? Have advice for swap meets? I don't know. What kind of advice? Like where to go? A lot of people go to Perry. That's coming up. Perry, Georgia. That's a big one. A lot of people like that one. You know, I'm gonna put this back in for a second. Let's grab this. Oh, hey, this is cool. So my other one, the props were not assembled. I had to assemble them. These are already assembled. They are counter-rotating. So the motors are counter-rotating. Got counter-rotating props. The props are, you have to put them together. There's a hub and then 3 blades. So if you break a blade, you can just replace a blade. You don't have to replace the entire prop. And I don't know. I haven't tried to balance these yet. It might be tricky to balance them. We'll have to wait and see. Yeah, Craig, I already saw you. You're here. Hello again. Okay, so here's the goodie bag. This is what I was looking for. And what's this? Looks like a decal. Yep, a couple extra decals here. I think, I'm not positive. So this has got the stars and bars on both the top and the bottom of both wings. So these must go on the fuselage, and maybe they left those off in case you want to paint the invasion stripes. Yeah, I think that's what they did. So they left those those are the decals that go on the fuselage. And if you paint the invasion stripes on it, which I'm going to do, then you can put the decals over the invasion stripes. So that was a nice touch. I'm glad they did that. I'm sure they were thinking of that. And that was a good call. I like that. That's going to make it real easy for me to add the invasion stripes and not have to go get new decals. I can just go with those. So I wish they'd have left the jungle skipper off, but I think they used to. I don't know why they put it on now, but they used to leave that off. It's got nav lights and landing lights. Okay, there's a nav light there in the end of the wing. Right there. That's it. And then the landing light is right there. Okay. So it's got lights on it. I don't think there's any lights. No, there's no lights in the tail or anything. I don't think there's a beacon on the top or the bottom of the fuselage. I don't believe. The split flaps are slightly warped, but I'm sure that's not going to be a problem. And again, I don't see any damage here, guys. This is really nice. It's well packed. Yeah, I spoke too soon. There's a tiny little bump on it right there. No big deal, just a tiny one. See it right there on the. Yeah, there you can see it. Yep. And so that's the only damage I've got so far. No big deal. Believe me, I'm going to damage it more than that. Just putting it in and out of the car and the trailer. Trust me, or in and out of the house. I'll probably damage it worse than that, so I'm not going to worry about that. And last but not least, we got the fuselage. So I think that's everything. Yeah, that's everything out of the box. So let me move the box over here for a minute. All right. Back to my show. Okay. All right, Fred. I'll be there shortly. We'll see you later. Anyone here? Let's see. Let's go have fun. I think if I get decals sometimes. From Alabama. Got a steal on a car. Yeah, John. Yeah, he was live and I saw him. I said, dude, buy that airplane. I'm glad he listened to me. He was going to pass it by. I said, Jeff, buy that airplane. I said, if you don't like it, I'll buy it off you. So he bought it and he loves it. So, yeah, you'll probably find one there at Perry if you go there. Yeah, okay, Austin. It's definitely my cup of tea. I love that airplane, so I'm gonna buy it. I already have the old version. I'm not crazy about the yellow. I love the lights though. They put lights in it and they look great. So I really love the lights. It's just a giant banana, but I don't hate the yellow. I just prefer the white and red scheme better. So I might end up just repainting it. One of the guys on the internet did it. He painted his gray. He painted home plane gray and then re-decaled over it, and it looked fantastic. Oh, it's beautiful. That was a good call. That really looked good. And now it's different. It doesn't look like everybody else's. No, Dynam hasn't gone away totally, but they're struggling. They're definitely struggling. Now this is interesting. So I'm not crazy about that idea, unless no, it definitely. So if you look here, the battery bay is the right there. It splits right there between the 0 and the 4. Okay, and that decal is not cut yet. So they put the decal on and they didn't cut it. They just left it full. So I can't take the battery bay hatch off until I cut the tape. The decal. I haven't seen anybody do that yet. That's a new one. This has got, because it's a C-47 cargo deal or paratrooper. You see, it's got the man door and the cargo door. You see that? The man door opens. No kidding. You can open the man door. It's hinged and it opens. The cargo door is just fake, on it, but the man door opens. I'll see if I can get it open here. It's a little tricky because there's no handle on it, and you're gonna just bugger it up, I guess. Let me see if I can get in here with this knife and get that open. There it goes. So I think it's just the paint. It's got it. Oh, I see what's going on. Okay, well that's not a great idea, but okay. Uh, yeah. So, so there you go. There's the door open. It's actually not hinged yet. It's just kind of pressed in place so that you can put a hinge on it if you want to make it open and close. So that's kind of cute. So I don't know if you guys remember this, but back in the day, they used to do their night navigating by the stars. They call it, God, what do they call that? Like constellation. One of you guys will correct me. Um, anyway, this is equipped for that. You see that dome right there? There's a clear plastic dome that goes right there in that circle. And that's a celestial navigation. Thank you, John. I knew you'd help me out. Thank you. So it's got actually the provision for that. Now the DC-3 does too, but I'm going to take it off of there since I'm repainting the fuselage anyway. I'm going to cut that off because the DC-3's never had that. It was a C-47 only. So Turf Sport Special. Now that's a new decal. And then Classy Chassis. Okay, so here's the Classy Chassis decal for the nose art. Okay. And then on the other side, which I don't know what the heck this is, but it's this. What's it called? Turf Sport Special. All right. And that square box there. I don't know. Not sure if I like that or not. We might be painting over that. I didn't really want the Jungle Skippers on there, but it's already on there, so I don't know what I'm gonna do with that. I might leave it. I might paint over it. We'll see. Thank you, John. I appreciate that. Yeah, the price is a little too high, guys. I wasn't crazy about the price, but I'm gonna get the bind and or the plug and play version because I don't want to. I'm not paying $50 or an extra $40 for a Spectrum receiver. I'm not going to use. They're hanging a lot of their price increase on their new smart technology. So you're getting a smart ESC, the smart receiver that will go with a smart battery pack, and they're giving you a discount coupon for a smart battery pack. So yeah, that's all part of the package on the yellow banana, which is okay. I'm not interested in it though. I'm not going to buy their smart battery. Listen, they're pretty good batteries. I'm not gonna say they're not, but they're just way too expensive. So yeah, John, they're doing their own marketing on this plane. So the battery bay is kind of small. Let me see if I can cut that open. I have a good X-Acto knife here. I just was using. Let me see if I can find it. There it is. All right. So let me cut this open so we can take the battery hatch off. Yeah, I've never had to cut through a decal to take a battery hatch off before. That's a new one. Oh, that's what I was afraid of. Yeah, that didn't work out too well. That's all right though. That should be okay. Let's see if we can get this off. It's just a magnet, but it's stuck on because of the paint. Yeah, so far so good. I haven't knocked any of the paint off of it yet. Which is always a concern when you got a model like this where they, painted it and they haven't, I don't think they painted inside this hatch at all. I think they left it on and painted it on, and now we got to cut the paint to get it off. Hopefully. We're not gonna. Yeah, I think we got some paint coming off here. Turn it. Eric wants me to drop the gear. Yeah, they forgot the invasion stripes. I'm going to put them on it. I'm definitely putting the invasion stripes on it. So, but they did leave the decals off the fuselage. So you can paint the invasion stripes, all the way around if you want, or you can just do the half stripe on the bottom, and then put your decals on over the stripes. Well, that it's on that side, but it's not on this side. That's interesting. So there's no decal on this side, but there's two decals in here. I think there's 2 stars and bars in here. There's 2 decals in here of some kind. I'll have to open that and take a look. Let me see if we can get the battery bay open. Not there yet. Hang on. Wow. Yeah, it's stuck on there pretty good. All right, well, we're going to continue on. I'm not going to spend all night farting with that. I'm going to take my time and make sure I don't damage any more than I have to get the door open, the battery bay open. So we'll just leave it like that for right now. Steerable tail wheel, right there. Not retractable, but steerable. Got two servos in the fuselage, elevator and rudder, right there. And then all the servos are in the wings. The control horns and the control rods are already run back here. So that's all done for you. Yeah, like I said, no lights in the fuselage, just in the wing. Got nav lights on the wingtips and landing lights in the middle of the wing, which is, hey, at least it's got lights, you know, some kind. Can always add more lights. All right, so let's look through. Now let me do this first. Let's open this decal pack and see what the other decal is. I know one of them's the stars and bars. What's the other one? So yeah, so there's the other decal that goes on the other side. Oh, there's a couple of the big numbers. And then what's this other one? Another one of those? Yeah, another one of those. So I guess you can add those to the side of it if you want to add that. And yeah. So I'm not a big fan of the invasion stripes on the top of the airplane. I think they look great on the bottom, but I don't like them on the top. And it was optional. Some planes have them all the way around the fuselage and the wings, and some only have them cut off, on the bottom of the wings, and then on the fuselage, they cut it off pretty much at this panel line here. Like right at this panel line here. So the invasion stripe would go from here down around the bottom, and not the side, not the entire all the way around. That's just me personally. I like the invasion stripes, but I don't like them going all the way around the fuselage, and I don't like them on the top of the wings. So I'm not going to do that. I'm going to just do the bottom of the wing, bottom of the fuselage, and yeah, that's what I've been doing, Eric. I've been trying to move it side to side to get the break to break the paint or whatever's holding it. But Shadow Ups, what's up? I just don't want to rush it tonight. I don't want to spend that much time dinking around with that. Rush it and then end up messing it up. So we'll just hold off on that. I'll get it. And then so I want to do, this is the bag, the goodie bag. This is all your connectors and everything. I think there's a Y harness to connect the two nacelles together when the wire's coming out of the wing. You've got all these wires here for aileron, lights, and what's this? Another aileron. It must have been the same one. Flap and flap. Yeah, so you got your two flap wires, a light wire, and the aileron wire. Okay, coming out, and then there's these. I'm sure this is just the engine wires here for the ESC. Yep. So there's your XT60 plug for the ESC, and then I'm sure this is the throttle, but what's this other one? What's this say? Oh, gear. Yeah, landing gear and the throttle. So you got your landing gear, throttle, and then the ESC. So that's your wires coming out, and then they give you the harness, so you don't have to do any dinking around to make it work. It's all done for you. So here's a nice Y connector. Okay, you got your BEC right here. So battery eliminator circuits right there, and here your Y harness to connect the battery and the two nacelles. So that's all set up for you. And then what else we got? I'm sure we got a bunch of Y harnesses. Yep, right here. You know, for the ailerons have to be wide. The flaps have to be wide. Excuse me. And I think this is the double wide for probably for the flaps. Well, that says aileron. That says gear. That doesn't say anything. All right, and then let's see what the other ones. Here are your control horns. Yeah, this is old school. You got to screw your own control horns on everything. So they're in separate bags. There's your dome, the clear dome for the celestial. More control horns with a keeper on that one. So that's probably the rudder. A couple of antennas, plastic antennas. These are the oil cooler. They go on the bottom of the nacelle. At the round circle that hangs down. So those are there. You can put them on. Here's the rest of the control horns and the control rods. Here are the bolts that hold the wing on. And here are the prop nuts. And I don't know. Oh, these are the screws that hold the. I think these are the ones that hold the elevator and the rudder. So the elevator has one screw in it. That I think goes down from the top down. And then when you put the rudder on, the vertical stab, there's two screws underneath that screw up, and it captures the elevator when it comes down, so that the elevator is actually held on by this and the screw that's already in it. Or actually, it looks like there's two screws in it. So there's two screws that hold this on, and then this goes down through it to capture it again, like that. Okay, so and then that is screwed. Two more screws hold this on from the bottom, and so that horizontal is not coming off. No way, no how. that baby's completely covered. It's captured. It ain't going anywhere. So, all right. So I think we've covered it. That's everything. So we almost completely no damage. There's one tiny little wingtip ding. No big deal. Paint looks good. Yeah, everything. It really looks good, guys. I'm very happy with this. I'll probably I think I'm going to put the That's All Brother nose art on the side where the skipper. And I'll probably leave the girl on the other side, I guess. I don't know. We'll see. I haven't decided what I'm going to do with it yet. Here are the rest of these connectors. Let's see what these say. Make it Puff the Magic Dragon. Yeah, we can put big guns out the side of it. Oh, Paul, you would repaint the whole airplane? Yeah, what color would you paint it? What, you want to repaint the whole airplane? What are you going to paint it? Yeah, so here's the 4-in-1. I'm assuming that's, well, it wasn't one of these flaps, or no? Yeah, these are aileron and gear. So this is the flap connector. It's got 4-to-1 connectors. So that's what's going to work the flaps. And then we've got another 4-to-1. This one's marked flaps. This one's not marked. And maybe it give you an extra. Maybe that's, maybe we have an extra gear. Yeah, because we got gear and we got aileron and an extra. And then we've got the flaps and an extra, it looks like. So that was nice. Got the really good Velcro, guys. Look at that. They even give you the super mega Velcro. So that's cool. All right. Yeah, I'm fortunately they're not stickers, they're water transfer decals. So it should be pretty easy for me to paint right over. Yeah, that's true, Keith. I definitely don't want to fall asleep on your own show. Yeah. So, are you doing all right, Eric? You sound like you got some medical issues going on. Is that are you doing all right? This one was it's on sale right now for $229, John. Banana Hobbies, $229. Tell them I sent you. That's a screaming good deal. I paid like I think I paid $189 for the other one because, like I said, it was the last one that Hobby King had. It was missing a decal sheet. I didn't care. I didn't want the decal sheet anyway, so I bought it. Normally these planes are $369, I think, something like $349, $369. So it's on sale right now for $229, and at that price I had to get it. And you guys helped with that. I can't thank you guys enough for your PayPal and your Patreon donations, guys. Every little bit helps, and between all the money I got in super chats and PayPal and everything, almost paid for this airplane. I think I only had to spend $40 of my own money. The rest of it came from you guys. So I can't thank you guys enough. It's just so great that you guys, chip in, give me a little bit of money. I use it for the show too. I mean, I got this laptop. I bought a new battery for the laptop, and now the battery's working. I don't know why. It's still giving me the message that it's not, but it is. Oh, it's over here. So I'm not sure what's going on with that, but it says it's. Let me look again, see if it's fully charged now. It says 99% available plugged in. It hasn't gone to 100%. So I'm not sure what's going on with the battery, but it was depleted all the way down to nothing. And then all of a sudden it started working. It's finally started charging. So now the battery is working. The guy sent me a replacement battery, but it got lost in the mail. They said they delivered it last Tuesday, but I don't have it. So I don't know what happened to that. I don't have it. So I filed a claim at the post office today to see if they can find it. We'll see how that goes. I'm not totally convinced that this is working yet, but we'll see. I'm just glad I got the internet working. I ruined my Ethernet plug. I'm gonna have to fix it. I don't know how I'm gonna fix it. I tried fixing it tonight. I thought I had it, but it didn't work. So I'll have to do another repair on that. I need a Star Walker command. Yeah, that'd make good background, huh? So yeah, so here's what I'm gonna switch the camera, and then I'll. It's really weird. Okay, you see how snowy that is? But if I turn my light to get it to come, and now it's clear. It fixes it. I just turn the light and then turn it back, and that's enough to get the camera to adjust. And so that's the bus I drive, guys. This is the back of my bus. Let me go over here. Yeah, that's what the back of my bus looks like. So Scott's going to put all you guys in the seats. He's working on it for me. He's putting the whole gang in the seats. So all you guys will be riding. I'll have a steering wheel, and I'll be driving the bus, and you're all going to be in the back. So, and for you guys that missed the joke of the, I think it might be. Let me try. I'm gonna do a little magic here. Hang on one second. Yeah, that's the foam board aisle. That's not my favorite. Let's see what this one is. I like the frozen food section. Oh, that's my airplane. Let's try another one. Yeah, that's my airplane. How about this one? Okay, that'll work. That's not my best one, but it'll work. So here we have, we're at the local Dollar Tree in the frozen food section. we got our drinks over here. And in here, more drinks, orange juice, some juices, and then over here, what do we got over here? It's too small for me to tell, but we got some other frozen goodies over here. I think there's some ice cream. I think this is ice cream here, I believe. So. Yeah. I don't know. I listen. The first time the guy sent me, it's coming through DHL, and of course they're using the post office to make the final delivery. So it came the first battery pack. I got a message from them, an email from the post office, so they couldn't deliver it for some reason. I don't know why. It wasn't a signature request. It wasn't. There was no reason for them not to deliver it, but they said it couldn't be delivered. So I'm like, okay. So I was waiting to send them an email. What do you want me to do? What do we need to do? And then the next day they delivered it. So, but the battery had been bad, and I'm not sure it's still not bad because I just got a few minutes ago that same battery warning message that the battery's not operating correctly. Replace it immediately. So I don't know. We'll wait and see. But the guy already said he was going to replace it. He mailed it out Tuesday, or no, it was supposed to have been delivered Tuesday, and I don't have it. So I had to file a claim. So now we'll see what happens next. I don't know. So, this is the short bus actually. This is only I used to drive a 40-footer for Disney and for Pasco County, but Hernando County only has 20-footer buses. They don't have any 40s. But it's a big Gillick bus. It's huge. It's not a little bus. I've got an image of the front of the bus. I don't know where it is. Let me look here and see if I can find it. No, this is just more of this is the frozen food section also. I think what we got Eggos over here. Okay. Yeah. And then we've got I think frozen pizza. Is that what's over here? We got frozen pizzas and stuff. So let me see if I can find something else. Actually, let me leave that up for a minute and see what images I have over here. Oh, so that's looking out the front of the bus. That's the steering wheel. That's where I sit. Okay, and then oh, that's not what I want to do. All right, so let's go back and let's see what else we got. Yeah, there's the front of it. So that's what the bus looks like. That's the front of it. All right. Got to jump off the bus. All right, Shadow. We'll catch you later, man. You have a good night. Hope you feel better. Michael Bear, what's up? Yeah, Michael, I need a picture of you. Email it to me, whatever. Scott, he thought he had a picture of you, but he doesn't. So, and any of you other guys too, send me an email. Put it in the chat. Send me a picture. If you want to be on the bus, send me a picture just of your face. He's going to take care of the rest of it. Just need a good, good shot of your face. Yeah. All right, guys, I'm going to end this. I only came on. Brian Chambers, what's up? What's the props look like? They're kind of goofy, actually. They're 3-piece props. There's a hub. Hang on. Let me switch back here. Let's see which camera. That's this camera up here. I think I can. Let me do the other camera. Hang on a minute. Let me change this. Okay. All right. So it's kind of a 3-piece deal. All right. The blades are replaceable separately, and they just screw on with one bolt, and they are counter rotating. So they seem a little small for the plane, but I'm sure they'll fly it just fine. But they do seem a little on the small side. So you'll send me a retarded one? Okay, that's fine, Michael. Whatever you send me. John, you out of here? Good night, man. It's good to see you. Thanks for coming. So yeah, I'm going to end this. I want to go flying. I'm going to go over to Fred's. If you haven't been there, guys, go over to Fred's show. He's live right now on YouTube. And they're doing a real flight session also at the same time. And Fred simulcasts at the same time of his show. So you can go watch. You can chat in the chat just like we are right now. And watch guys flying airplanes in the background. And Fred will pick different pilots to watch. He'll turn the camera from one pilot to the next pilot to the next pilot, and you can watch us all fly. So head on over there and you can keep on chatting if you want, just like we're doing now. And we'll just do it in Fred's show, and I can go in there and do some flying. So, all right, guys, thanks for coming. That was the unboxing. I'm very happy, very nice. No issues. I don't see anything that's going to be an issue. Everything looks good. So we'll get this baby put together and check it out. Make sure now the other one I had a bad servo. The rudder servo was bad. But I just have to fix that. That's not a big deal. Oh, this silly light keeps flipping around. And so hopefully we won't have a bad servo on this one. This one will be good to go. And we can just put it together and fly it. Kind of looking forward to it. So, all right, guys. That's good. That's good. We're going to call it. I'm going to go flying. We'll see you guys over in Fred's chat. Thanks for coming. And when I get it together, I might do an assembly video. It's not really much to watch, but I might. And but I'll definitely do a video at the end to show you the lights, the retracts, and everything working. So, all right, guys. All right. Thanks for coming. Have a good night. We'll talk to you later. See ya.